History, a science which tells us about the past. Last year, in 4th standard, we studied about Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj and his fight for establishing Swaraj. Time before the birth of Shivaji Maharaj from now is called as the time 400 years ago. For our convenience, we divide the time in various ways. We calculate the time in our mind when we say now, before some time, after some time, today, yesterday, tomorrow, this year, and next year. In this, now, today, and this year, and such other words denotes present time. Some time ago, yesterday, last year tells us that it is past. After some time, tomorrow or next year, and many such words indicates future time. Future time is yet to come. Past time tells us about the events which have already taken place. Example, if your age is 10 years today, then the event of your birth happened 10 years past today. Accordingly, after 10 years in future, you will be 20 years old. The time from the birthday till today shows the past time in a person's life. History is about studying the events that happened in the past. The scientific method of history. The tasting of the facts by various experiments is called as science. Every fact or evidence studied again and again with the help of experiments and deciding about its authenticity is called a scientific method. We don't know many events that happened from the time of our birth, even though our elders narrate many funny stories about us. They remember those events. When the same event is told by different individuals, we find few differences. At such times, we get confused about its correctness. To determine its authenticity, we have to examine it thoroughly. It is not possible to repeat the past events identically. That is why history is different than other sciences. To find, test, and match the evidences, we use scientific methods. For this, we can take the help of other sciences. Hence, history is called as science. Ancient objects, structures, sculptures, pots, coins, inscriptions, copper plates, books, manuscripts, legends, and folk songs that people remember, etc. are called the sources of history. These are divided into material sources, written sources, and oral sources. To research about what and how the things must have happened in the past, we need to examine the sources and evidences very thoroughly. Thus, the tested evidences and facts are arranged chronologically. This is called a scientific method. History explanation. In this picture, we can see a boy and a dog playing with a ball. The ball is big. There is also a small dog playing near the big dog. There are two small girls playing with a small ball. In the river behind them, we can see a big duck and two small ducks swimming. There is a big tree besides the river. Two birds are sitting on the tree, one big and one small. On the other side of the river, the trees are looking small. Some explanation. Consider the following list of numbers. 1, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and so on. 2, 1, 4, 9, 16, and so on. 3, 8, 16, 32, 64, and so on. 4, 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, and so on. 5, -5, -8, -11, -14, and so on. 6, 1 upon 1, 1 upon 2, 1 upon 3, 1 upon 4, and so on. In each of the above list of numbers, there is a specific relation between consecutive two numbers. 1. In the first list, we get every successive number by adding 2 to the previous number. 2. In the second list, the number in the first place is the square of 1. The number in the second place is square of 2. The number in the third place is the square of 3, and so on. Sequence. A sequence is a collection, list of numbers arranged in a definite order according to some definite rule. Each number in the sequence is called a term of the sequence. The number on the first position is called first term and it is denoted by T1. The number on the second position is called the second term and it is denoted by T2. In general, the number in the nth position is called the nth term and is denoted by Tn. A sequence is usually denoted by curly bracket Tn and read as sequence Tn.
Acids and bases. Acids. Substances that are sour in taste contain acidic ingredients and their solutions are also acids. They turn blue litmus paper red. Bases. Substances which are bitter to taste are bases. They turn red litmus paper blue. Indicators. The acidic and basic nature of the compounds can be indicated by some natural as well as synthetic substances. They are known as indicators. The substances such as rose petals, turmeric and beetroot are called natural indicators. Some chemical substances such as phenolphthalein, methyl orange and eosine are also indicators. They are synthetic indicators. There are certain substances whose odor changes in acidic or basic medium. These substances are known as olfactory indicators. Mixture of several indicators is known as universal indicator. Strength of acids and bases. We can judge acidity or basicity by using a universal indicator. pH scale. pH helps in measuring hydrogen ion concentration in solutions. In pH, P stands for potens, means strength in German. The scale reads from 0, most acidic, to 14, most basic. The value of pH indicates acidic or basic nature of a solution. The strength of base is represented by pOH. When pH value is in between 0 to 7, the solution is acidic in nature. At value 7, the solution is neutral, and between 7 to 14, the nature of solution becomes alkaline or basic. When acids in aqueous give more number of H plus ions, then they are termed as strong acids. Weak acid. When acids in aqueous give less number of H plus ions, then they are weak acids. Strong base. When bases in aqueous give more number of OH minus ions, then they are called strong bases. Weak base. When bases of aqueous give less number of OH minus ions, they are called weak bases.